There is nothing that leads to more success than success. When you're winning, you want to keep winning. So celebrate more. Welcome to the Drew Coaching Podcast. My name is Eric Drew, and Drew Coaching raises up leaders who shape the future. The podcast is a weekly boost for your leadership in 10 minutes or less. And this is season 3, where we're looking at 3 cheat codes for uncertain times. So far, we've looked at clarity and competence. And this week, we're shifting to our 3rd cheat code, culture. Now, culture can be a tricky one. Culture is a little like the air we breathe. We don't have to think about breathing, and it's pretty easy for us to forget or not to pay attention to it. Culture is also tricky because it's hard to measure. There are some employee satisfaction questions and surveys that we can use, but even those tend to measure actions and habits rather than culture and how your team or organization kind of feels. Now, there are a ton of good resources out there on building organizational culture. I recommend finding a few different voices to speak on this, but here's the deal. Culture is a cheat code in uncertain times because a great culture or a bad culture, either a great culture fuels or a bad culture undermines so much of our work together. Good and great people will not stick around for a bad culture. Do you want to thrive in uncertainty and difficulty? Build a great culture. With a great culture, people will stick around and even work hard through significant uncertainty, change, and anxiety in the world around us. To build that great culture, these next 4 weeks, we're going to get into 4 practices of great culture: success, fun, growth, connection. If we're doing these things, it's going to help the culture a lot. So this week, we're diving into success. The famous quote is that nothing succeeds like success. If you're winning, thriving, and succeeding, people are going to want to be a part of it. So here are 3 things to build a culture of success. First, celebrate a lot. I can be pretty terrible at slowing down enough to celebrate success. Sometimes I'm already on to the next thing. Other times I don't value small steps and regular progress enough. Sometimes I just can't think of a good way to celebrate, so I don't. Now, I tend to be positive and optimistic, so I share a lot of verbal encouragement and celebrations. But whatever your style is, I want you to celebrate a lot. Notice progress and success, then talk about it out loud. For milestones, projects, and big wins, do something out of the ordinary. See success, share success, take the time to enjoy success. Make time to celebrate a lot. Second, I want you to celebrate individuals and the team. I really do think that the more you can celebrate, the better off your culture will be. Celebrate individual accomplishments, steps, and contributions. Celebrate team accomplishments and progress on your mission and purpose. Celebrate how individuals supported the team. Celebrate how the team supported an individual or how individuals work together. Now, while I don't really have a system for what to celebrate when or how often, I do think it's important to mentally track and balance your celebrations. Make sure you're celebrating all team members, not just one in particular all the time. I also like to celebrate how team members work together on projects or important tasks. So while there's no formula, please balance individual and team, each team member, and definitely help individuals and the team to see and celebrate how they impact the whole organization and its mission. Finally, I want you to both celebrate and work hard. One of my mentors talks about having an imaginary string attached from your elbow to your foot. And then every time you pat yourself on the back, we tend to kick ourselves in the teeth. Success can also breed complacency. So while we want to celebrate to build a great culture, we also want to stay focused. Don't let success lead to overconfidence or less effort. Celebrate wins and progress. Enjoy success. But you also have to keep your head in the game. So in uncertain times, culture is a third cheat code. Build a great culture. One of the first steps to doing that, to building a great culture, is to show and celebrate success. Do it a lot. Do it for individuals and the team. And when you celebrate, don't lose focus. Keep working hard. Hey friends, this is the fun part. You want to be part of building a culture you love. No matter what your role is on the team or in the organization, we're all part of building a great culture. So this week, have fun doing that by finding success and celebrating it. As you're working on it, here are a few questions to help. On a scale of 1 to 10, how often do you stop to see and celebrate success? What would be different if you scored a 9 or a 10? What are some meaningful ways that you celebrate? How about for other team members? What are some ways that other team members would enjoy celebrating? Then I want you to take the time to see success and celebrate it at least 3 times this week. This is the fun part. Celebrate success. Build a great culture. This is a cheat code in uncertain times. Now, as you work on it, I want to be there for you and I want to help. Don't forget, the show notes, the questions are at drewcoaching.online. You can also share that with your friends if you have someone else you want to celebrate with or who could help you celebrate this week. I'm on social media. You can share that too or find me there this week. Find me on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. We can follow the conversation there. Don't forget, you can subscribe or follow the podcast anywhere you listen to podcasts. We're on YouTube, Spotify, Google, everywhere you listen to podcasts. I'd love to see you there. You can like and subscribe so you always get this. And then finally, I want to make sure that you don't miss my ebook, Make the Most of Your Rest This Summer. If you want to have a great time of rest and renewal this summer, I share 5 practices to make the most of your rest. I'd love to help you embrace the art of rest and discover your best. You can find that at drewcoaching.online. The ebook is free. Check it out. Rest well this summer. And I want to thank you for being a part of our community, for leading, for being here, and for sharing. You're a leader. You're a creative. The world needs your voice. This week, celebrate to build a great culture. Continue to raise up others, bring hope to life. Remember, we're in this together.